What's up, guys? Fantasy Joe back here with some more fantasy football content. Today we are talking about the Sam Darnold trade and the fantasy impact that is going to have on the Carolina Panthers. If you are new to the channel, please hit that like button on this video. It helps out the channel a lot. Hit that subscribe button down below. And if you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section down below, and I'll respond as always. Let's get into the video. So, Sam Darnold getting traded to the Carolina Panthers. He got traded for a second-round pick, a fourth-round pick, and a sixth-round pick. So, the Carolina Panthers actually gave up a good amount to get him. He leaves behind a $5 million dead cap hit, I believe, in New York, but that's pretty inconsequential. I think the interesting thing will be the Panthers have an $18.3 million option that they'll have to pick up by this summer for his fifth year. Will they pick that up or not? I think they probably will, if I had to say, but I think it's probably 60-40. I think if you give up that much, you're probably going to pick up his option the way I see it. You're going to want 2 years of that player, since you're going to be committed so many draft picks in 2022 as well. But let's look at Sam Darnold. I think Sam Darnold was a huge winner of this deal. I think he's going to go the best offense of his career in Carolina, get to play with a good offensive coordinator in Joe Brady. I don't think he was ever really given a great chance to succeed in New York, especially being with Adam Gase. We saw even Ryan Tannehill had some solid seasons with Adam Gase. He was being held back by Adam Gase for sure. Adam Gase is a bad offensive coordinator, bad head coach. But even with all that said, in 2019, the Jets roster was not, they weren't full tank mode yet, but they were not a good football team by any means. They went 7-6 with Sam Darnold as a starter in 2019 in the 13 games that he started. He was on pace, a 16 games pace for almost 24 touchdowns in 2019 with Adam Gase, and was thrown for 3,776 yards that year. Now, the reason I say this is because if you look at what he could do with those numbers in New York, whose best weapon was Robby Anderson, who's going to be in Carolina now, along with DJ Moore, along with Christian McCaffrey, along with a better offensive line than he's ever played with before. I think with an offensive coordinator like Joe Brady, I think Sam Darnold is due for a huge bump up in his statistical production. I think he'll throw for at least 4,000 yards this year, throw 28 touchdowns, right around, he's thrown interception in his career, probably throws 28 touchdowns, 14 receptions. I think that'd be a pretty darn good year, though, for Sam Darnold in his first year in the system. And I think he could do it, or even more, honestly. So I think this is a huge upgrade for Sam Darnold. I think it was good for the Carolina Panthers. I think they got better. I think they'll be better with Sam Darnold than they were with Teddy Bridgewater. I think Sam Darnold's one of those guys who, coming out, we knew he was going to have to develop. He was going to start to take care of the ball better. That's what they hope to see him do in Carolina. But this team just has so much potential, I feel like, with him. And then they have that number 8 overall pick they're able to hang on to. What they can spend that pick on Kyle Pitts, give him a huge tight end. That was a big if, but something like that could potentially happen. And I just see this team is heading in the right direction. I think Sam Darnold is a high ceiling guy. Like I said, he's throwing interceptions when he came out. School was turning the ball over. He's turned the ball over so far in his career. But he has crazy arm talent. And if he can develop and get into that Joe Brady system, do anything close to what Joe Burrow was able to do, I think he could do some big-time things. And that's why I would be buying him if I was a dynasty owner right now. Because I think you can acquire him for probably like a third-round dynasty pick right now. And so if you're desperate at quarterback, you need something, you want to buy low on somebody, I would throw a third-round dynasty pick and get Sam Darnold right now. That's a no-brainer to me. Yeah, so if you have made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button. I think it's a big upgrade for Robby Anderson, DJ Moore, Christian McCaffrey. I think all three of those guys are winners. He obviously has a connection already with Robby Anderson. I think that's going to be big time. I think DJ Moore might take a slight downgrade just because him and Robby have worked together before, but I still think he'll be good. Had 1,200 yards last year. And I think the real winner, I think Sam Darnold's a huge winner in this, gets a chance to go succeed. We really don't know how good he is or how bad he is because he's been playing with the Jets and Adam Gase his whole career, I feel like. So getting to go to a new team, new face, good offensive coordinator, I think he is going to have a chance to succeed there, and I am happy to see it for Sam Darnold. Yeah, so if you made it to this point in the video, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below, and as always, any questions or comments, I'll respond. Until next time, peace out.